And it's time to read the Bible. Our Bibles aren't they our Bibles? Yeah, and they're all open to Genesis 42. Joseph's brothers, they go down to Egypt. Well, when Jacob learned that there was grain for sale in Egypt, he said to his sons, "Why do you look at one another?" And he said, "Behold, I've heard that there's grain for sale in Egypt. Go down and buy grain for us there, that we may live and not die." So 10 of Joseph's sons, they went down to buy grain in Egypt. But Jacob, he didn't send Benjamin, Joseph's brother, with his brothers, for he feared that harm might happen to him. You know, that tells me that Joseph had always had suspicions about the rest of his sons, about Joseph. Thus the sons of Israel, they came to buy among the others who came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. Now Joseph was governor over the land, over all of Egypt. He was the one who sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brothers, they came and bowed themselves before him with their faces to the ground. Joseph, well, does that remind you of a dream someone had? Huh? Joseph, he saw his brothers, he recognized them, but he treated them like strangers, and he spoke roughly to them. "Where do you come from?" he said. And they said, "From the land of Canaan to buy food." And Joseph, he recognized his brothers, but no, they didn't recognize him. And Joseph, he also remembered the dreams that he had dreamed of them. And he said to them, "You're spies. You've come to see the nakedness of the land." And they said to him, "No, my lord, your servants have come to buy food. We are all sons of one man. We are honest men." Your servants have never been spies. No, they'd never been spies. He said to them, "No, it's the nakedness of the land that you've come to see." And they said, We're your servants. We're your servants. We're your servants, man. We're 12 brothers, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is no more. Why is that, brothers? But Joseph, he said to them, "It is as I said to you, you're spies. By this you shall be tested." This is what I'm going to do. "By this you shall be tested. By the life of Pharaoh you shall not go from this place until your youngest brother comes here. Send one of you, and let him bring your brother, while you remain confined, that your words may be tested whether there is truth in you. Or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely you're spies." And he put them all together in custody for 3 days. Some thinking time. Yeah, time to do some thinking. On the 3rd day, Joseph, he said to them, "Do this, and you'll live, for I fear God." What about you guys, huh? "If you're honest men, let one of your brothers remain confined where you are in custody, and let the rest go. Carry grain for the famine of your households, and bring your youngest brother to me, so your words will be verified. And you shall not die." And they did so. Then they said to one another, "You know, in truth, we are guilty concerning our brother, in that we saw the distress of his soul." This is a good sign, folks. Start thinking this way, and you're beginning your journey. In truth, we're guilty concerning our brother, in that we saw the distress of his soul when he begged us, and we didn't listen. Brotherly love. Totally missing at that time. That is why this distress has come upon us. And Reuben answered them, "Didn't I tell you not to sin against the boy? But you didn't listen. So now there comes a reckoning for his blood." Well, they didn't know that Joseph understood him, for there was an interpreter between them. Then he turned away from them and wept. It reminds me of a verse in the New Testament. Jesus wept. And he returned to them, and he spoke to them. And he took Simeon from them and bound him before their eyes. And Joseph gave orders to fill their bags with grain, and to replace every man's money in his sack, and to give them provisions for the journey. This was done for them. Then they loaded their donkeys with their grain, and they departed. They went on their way. And as one of them opened his sack to give his donkey fodder at the lodging place, he saw his money in the mouth of his sack. He said to his brothers, "My money's been put back. Here it is in the mouth of the sack." At this, their hearts, they failed them, got scared, and they turned trembling to one another, saying, "What is this that God's done to us?" Fearing God's wrath. Yeah, as we all should, till we're born again. When they came to Jacob, their father, in the land of Canaan, they told him all that had happened to him, saying, "The man, the lord of the land, he spoke roughly to us, and he took us to be spies of the land, but we said to him, we are honest men. We've never been spies. We're 12 brothers, sons of our father. One is no more, and the youngest is this day with our father in the land of Canaan." Then the man, the lord of the land, he said to us, "By this I shall know that you are honest men. Leave one of your brothers with me. Take grain for the famine of your household and go your way. Bring your youngest brother to me. Then I shall know that you're not spies but honest men, and I'll deliver your brother to you, and you shall trade in the land." This is what they told their father that happened in Egypt. And as they emptied their sacks, behold, every man's bundle of money was in his sack. And when they and their father saw their bundles of money, they were afraid. And Jacob their father said to him, "You have bereaved me of my children. Joseph, he's no more. Simeon, he's no more. Now you would take Benjamin. All this has come upon me." Then Reuben said to his father, "Kill my 2 sons if I do not bring him back to you. Put him in my hands, and I'll bring him back to you." But he, Jacob, said, "My son shall not go down with you, for his brother's dead, and he's the only one left. If harm should happen to me on the journey that you are to make, you would bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to Sheol, the grave." What a chapter. Well, at least they're beginning to think about what they've done with their lives. Like I say, it's a good turning, but a ways to go. And next time we'll continue going. God bless, Pilgrim. I'll see you later with a reading and a devotion. God bless till then.